Welcome to the script. UFC 316, Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley 2, the rematch. Full card predictions, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event. We're going to go through this whole card one by one. Starting with Quillen Salkid. I think he gets this done pretty easily as well. He's coming off that first round KO against the Indian fighter. I forgot what bro's name is right now, but he's coming off that KO against the Indian fighter. Looked pretty good in that fight, man. And looking at his stats, he's a well-rounded dude. He has good grappling. Yano, he's Ashmaus. He's mainly a grappler, but I think just the reach, the height advantage just might be a little too much for him in this fight. And Quillen just has this ability about him to stay very composed in tough situations. I think that's going to really benefit him. Give me Quillen to get this one done. Moving on up the card, we got Jeka Sarag versus Ju Sang Yo. Now, Ju Sang Yo is making his UFC debut, has not fought inside the UFC yet. And I'm going Ju Sang Yo. Jeka Sarag. Bro, I don't know. He lost to Anshul Jubli, which is the Indian fighter that Quillen knocked out first round. He got KO'd by him. And I mean, he's okay, right? But he just gets submitted a lot. I think that's going to be a pretty big hole. Ju Sang might be able to just, you know what I'm saying? He don't really got a lot of subs, but he might be able to mix it up. Get Sarag on the ground. There's not a lot of information about him just yet, besides he has a couple KOs, decisions on his resume. And Sarag, maybe he wins this, right? Because the guy's making his UFC debut. But that KO loss by Jubli just isn't really sitting right with me. Bars. But, bro, I don't know, man. I can't really pick bro right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going Ju Sang Yo. I'm on the hype train. He's a pretty big favorite. I don't know about that. We'll have to see how he does in the UFC. But moving on up the card, we have Ariana De Silva versus Wang Kang. I'm going Wang Kang. I think she gets this done hopefully easily, right? Because we seen that one Wang Kang fight. I think it was against Bruna Silva. Was it? No, it was the fight before Bruna Silva, where she got knocked down and then submitted. Or maybe it was against Bruna Silva. I don't know. But bro, she got knocked down and then submitted. But on the fight, fight history says, oh, she just got submitted. No, bro, she got knocked down, then submitted. Not really. I don't know. Wang Kang, she's 50-50. She's always kind of a minus 300, minus 372. She has good takedown defense. He has really fast hands. If you don't know Wang Kang, she did beat Valentina Shevchenko in a kickboxing match. So there's that, right? But Ariana De Silva is on a 2-fight losing streak. One to Jasmine Judicificus, which is, Jasmine's been proving herself in the division. And the other ones is to Silva. So a lot of people are like, oh, is that Bruna Silva? No, bro, it's Karine Silva. So, she did lose to really good competition, right? So this is pretty big step up for Wang Kang. But I think she should get it done, right? Wang Kang wasn't a safe bet long ago. And I don't really know how to really feel about it, because her fights, she won really easily in her first fight, her debut, won in the first round. But then sometimes it's she loses and she gets knocked down by a punch and then submitted on the ground. So I'd like to see her win this fight, and I think that'd be a really good test of the tail to see where she's at. And this is going to be an easy prediction. We have Chaos Williams versus Euros Medic. Euros Medic is on the parlay ban list. Got knocked out in the first round against homeboy Prunaj. Forgot his name. Samoan dude. Yeah, bro. Chaos Williams probably going to chin this guy. And I like Chaos Williams in this matchup. Chaos Williams is a tough fighter. He has knockout power in his hands. I think it's going to show here, man. I think he might just crack Euros' chin again. He hasn't been knocked out at all. He really, sometimes he goes to decisions, but the people he loses to, man, he lost to Randy Brown and Gabriel Bonfim. So, I mean, he's losing to really good guys. I think this is honestly his layup for Chaos Williams. Euros Medic isn't a bad fighter, but it's really hard to pick bro after bro just got KO'd in the first round. You know what I'm saying? And that was a bad KO too. I thought Euros was a lock. Euros was also in the safe bet. I thought he was a lock. Then we got back-to-back parlay banless. I thought Euros Medic was a lock. He's never been chinned up until that fight. And all of his fights get finished. So it's either he gets finished or he does the finishing. He doesn't see the distance at all in these fights. He does not see the distance. With that being said, Chaos Williams. And Chaos Williams by fucking KO, bro. Give me Chaos to get this one done, man. Moving on up the card, we have Sergey Spivak versus Waldor Cortez Acosta. Sergey Spivak. Decent heavyweight, don't get me wrong, right? Sergey Spivak did sub Marcin Tybura just to get absolutely destroyed by Jilton Almeida in the first round, right? I mean, we all knew Jilton Almeida was the real deal. He's like one win away from getting a title shot. But Waldo Cortez Acosta, bro, only lost one time in the UFC, and he's a Dominican brother, so we're going Waldo, the most biased pick on the card. But he's actually, all jokes to the side though, besides him being Dominican, bro, he's actually nice. Like, this guy, he's coming off a KO against Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann gives some people problems, but bro, Waldo just looked very in control in that fight. Was able to knock him out too. So, man, I mean, give me Waldo Cortez Acosta. I feel like he's actually kind of a sleeper in this division. Not a dark horse. I don't think he's that dangerous yet. Sergey will have a big grappling advantage, and I think that's my only concern in this fight. I don't like how he has such a big grappling advantage. And Waldo does have okay takedown defense at 66%, I believe, last time I checked. I don't really like that. And he does have pretty short arms, so Sergey will have the reach advantage. Like, he could well lose this fight, don't get me wrong. Like, Sergey has fought the better comp. Waldo's relatively untested, and I think Sergey will be a good test, but bro, I don't know. Something just telling me, bro, like, Waldo's gonna win. Like, I don't know. He might just chin Sergey Spivak, so I'm going Waldo to get this done. He's not really a decision merchant. Sometimes he gets KOs, sometimes he doesn't. But give me Waldo Cortez to get this one done over Sergey Spivak. I think he's a live dog, but I think he's about to flip to the favorite. Then we have Johnny Walker versus Azmat Mirzakhanov. And I think this is a layup for Azmat to get the KO. He's 14-0, KO specialist. I mean, bro, he's kind of like, he's a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's nasty. You know, like, he's an okay fighter, right? But I mean, he just has the KO power. Johnny Walker doesn't have a chin. 1 + 1 = 2, right? And I'm pretty sure Johnny Walker's coming off like weight cutting issues or an injury, so I don't know why he doesn't just move up to heavyweight, right? But he's just, 6'6" light heavyweight, bro, and he's making that 200-pound cut. Definitely a toll on your body, bro. But that being said, give me Azmat to KO Johnny Walker, unfortunately. Johnny Walker just, he's a freak specimen, right? 6'6", 82 inches of reach. But, yeah. Give me Azmat to get that one done. And then we have Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. Last time I checked, Joshua Van was a really big favorite in this fight. And I don't think he should be that much of a big favorite, especially since his last few fights is minus 100, minus 150, minus 160, you know. But I think he should pretty much beat Bruno Silva. I think Bruno Silva's record looks better than what he actually is. Does that make sense? Like, bro, Bruno Silva, like, I don't know, bro. Like, he looks so bad in that Manel Cap fight. Maybe just because Manel Cap was so fast, made him look silly. But he looked really bad in that Manel Cap fight. I think that's one of his only 2 losses in the UFC, I believe. But Joshua Van's been on an absolute tear. This guy's a prospect. He's like, what, 22, 23? Bro. Yeah, this guy's going to be a problem. He just came off giving Ray Saruya, I believe his name is, his first loss of all time. So, and Joshua Van was a pretty decent favorite in that fight as well. I mean, we all kind of figured it was going to happen. Joshua Van just, not only does he have the UFC experience, but I mean, bro's just nasty. Like, let's just be honest, bro. He has the KO power. He has good takedown defense. He was gonna be the brakes over Ray Saruya. So, yeah, we all knew that was gonna. I just don't know how I feel about this fight. I don't know, because Bruno Silva does have decent BJJ and decent power in his hands, but I don't think that's gonna matter. Joshua Van, hard to take him down. These guys literally have the same exact build, reach, height, leg reach, pretty much same height. So I think Bruno Silva's going to struggle taking Joshua Van down, and I think on the feet, Joshua Van has a clear advantage. So I'm going Joshua Van in this fight. Moving on up to the main card, we have Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. And Kevin Holland should win this, right? He's taller, longer reach, but we're familiar with Holland. We're all familiar with Holland. If he doesn't back out that 45-70, he's not going to get it done. But, nah, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, he's unreliable. He has really good strike. He's kind of good everywhere, man. He has good striking. And when he tries, like I said, he has good BJJ. He isn't really a wrestler. If it goes to the ground, he'll do his thing. But if it stays standing, he just has the reach, and he'll just keep it standing. But, yeah, Luque has been on a bit of a decline. Lost to Jeff Neal, lost to Bilal Muhammad in the rematch, and lost to Buckley. So like I said, Kevin Holland should win this. Would I be surprised if he lost? No. With that being said, Vicente Luque is a decent underdog. I don't think he's like the best underdog, but he's a decent underdog. Who knows? Maybe he's dog of the week. You know what I'm saying? Gotta wait for that video. Moving on up the card, we have Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. And as much as it hurts to say this, I'm going Mario Bautista. But let's break this down. Patchy Mix has only 1 loss on his record. He's a champ in Bellator, and he's dangerous everywhere, more so in the grappling. Mario Bautista was looking good in the UFC, then lost pretty clearly to Jose Aldo. The refs were blind, though. I think the refs had Mario Bautista in the parlay, but he crotch sniffed Jose Aldo for a whole round in the third. Referee broke it up. He ran. Fire feed at. Mandem run to Jose Aldo. And just hugged him against the cage for literally a minute 30, not doing anything. But he's a fast, decent striker and can mix it up, but he just lacks the finishing power. And Patchy has never been finished. We've seen Bellator people do their thing in the UFC debut for some reason, but of course MMA, UFC MMA is on the top of the world. We've seen UFC fighters fraud check these guys from other organizations, so it's pretty 50-50. So, no, I mean, you know, I think Mario Bautista is a dog. I like Mario Bautista as the underdog. As much as it pains me, believe me, boys, it pains me to say Mario Bautista as the pick, but I'm going Mario Bautista, right? Then we have Kevin Gastelum eating too many cheeseburgers versus Joe Pyfer. Buddy, Kevin Gastelum, gotta lay off the cheeseburgers, bud. Yo, Kevin Gastelum literally looks like my uncle at a cookout, bro. Skinny legs, big ass gut. Bro, give me Joe Pyfer by leg, bro. I mean, you guys want me to break it down, right? Remy, can you please break it down? I really want to put Joe Pyfer in my parlay. I just waiting for it. Shut up, right? I'm about to break it down for you, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, man, relax, huh? But yeah, give me Piper by submission or decision or finish. Give me Piper by whatever he wants, man. Piper should get this one done. Piper is bigger. Gaslam isn't bad, but he's getting older. Lost to the top of the division and could maybe pose problems to Piper if his chin holds up. Keyword, if his chin holds up. Piper has only seen a decision once and trains with Sean Brady. And I think this is a pretty straightforward pick. Although Kevin Gaslam lost to the top of the division, he's been eating too many cheeseburgers. And no, let me stop. But if his chin holds up, I think he could pose problems maybe in the later rounds for Piper. But bro, Piper's just bigger, stronger, faster. Bigger, stronger, faster, stronger. No, that don't get my bro. Can you get to my pick, Remy? Yo, relax, bro. I'm vibing right now, man. But yeah, Piper's bigger. Gaslam isn't bad. Like I said, I think he's just washed, and I think Piper gets this done. As you can see, the line movement. I think he's a minus 500 at this point. Moving on up the card, we have Juliana Pena versus women's bantamweight Kayla Harrison. And in my notes, I have Kayla Harrison because she's too brolic. All right, we can move on. Bro, look at her biceps. Bro, like literally look at her. Bro, she has bigger arms than Kevin Gaslam, bro. What are we saying? Like, what are we saying for real, bro? Look at her. Now I gotta go back, bro. Best editor on YouTube. We back. Bro, Kayla Harrison. What the fuck? Like I said, best editor on YouTube. Yeah, Kayla Harrison, too brolic. And I think she gets this done. But I think, hear me out, Juliana Pena can pose problems for her on the ground. Kayla Harrison's really strong, but at some points on the ground, I don't know. Just, she gives me like weird vibes. I feel like she might put her, hopefully she doesn't put herself in a bad position. But even if she does, bro, look at the delts, look at the arms, look at the quads, bro. Look at the fucking chest. She's just going to pick up Juliana Pena and literally throw her wherever she wants. Like, oh, you got an arm bar? She's going to pick her up off the arm bar, throw her across the octagon, bro. Like, Juliana Pena, your time has come. Plus 455 as a dog is kind of crazy. But honestly, it's kind of fitting as well. Kayla Harrison by, I don't even know, man. Maybe she might get a finish. I don't know. I wouldn't count her out on it. Then we have Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley. And I'm going Merab in this fight, but major but. Sean O'Malley can't get this done, and I think he can do better in this fight. If you rewatch that fight, all he needed was better takedown defense. That's all he needed, and he would have won the fight. If he gets decent, because Merab's going to take you down, right? Merab's going to take you down, but if you just don't let certain rounds get to you, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, okay, yeah, Merab took me down this fight. I mean, he took me down this round, this whole round, but we got to win these rounds, bro. And then Sean O'Malley was able to keep up with Merab into the 5th round, and he almost finished him. So, we'll see. I would not put it past O'Malley to get this done by some fucking, I don't know, some fluke KO or split decision. But I think, like I said, if he just negates the Merab wrestling early on, bro, then I think he can actually give Merab problems, man. I think he can. With that being said, give me Merab by decision, of course. I think Merab will just wrestle his way. If Sean O'Malley hasn't made improvements since September, there's going to be no difference in the outcome of this fight. And I think also if Sean O'Malley wants to win, bro, start showing the knees more. Start showing everything more. Start showing them leg kicks more. Not everything, motherfucker. But start showing the knees up the middle more, man. Make them a little scared. Show them legs. Show them leg kicks. Keep them at range, bro. And stop investing in the body. Hit him with like 1,000,000 body shots, bro. Can we go to the head? Stop going to the body. You're not going to slow Merab down. I think that's a big problem that he did last fight. He kept on aiming to the body, bro. Go to the head. But yeah, give me Merab in this fight. I picked Sean O'Malley last time. If he doesn't make those adjustments, then he's probably going to lose. So I'll go with Merab. But I'm hoping Sean O'Malley wins because I really like his fight style. I think it's very entertaining for the bantamweight division. Let me know what you guys think about these picks in the comments below. And I'm out.